Jarrod, thanks for chatting to us. First of all, let me apologise for you having to now say stuff that makes Daniel Rands look good, regardless of what you believe. So I apologise for that in advance.
You're welcome. I've known Danny for 2 or 3 decades. Very good human, and I'm sure whatever I say is probably not going to do him any justice anyway.
Now, you're a proud, of course, owner of Salters Hire, very well known, much loved company.
We are very proud Tasmanian owned. We're the only one, actually, the only large scale marquee or furniture hire business in Tassie that's Tasmanian owned.
And how long have you owned Salters Hire now? What sort of products do you supply? There's literally nothing that you don't, from like stuff that's in the kitchen for food prep to outdoor stuff to furniture to the stuff we're sitting on now. You know, is there anything you don't?
Business was born out of catering. So Athol Salter, hence the Salter's name, started a catering business. He needed to obviously have plates, crockery, cutlery. That's how it started. And we've evolved into everything from a small marquee to a festival like Dark Mofo. Pretty much every festival in Tasmania that means anything is something we do. AgFest, over 100 marquees, weddings, industrial solutions. So Australia Post have cover for short-term warehousing. It's everything you can think of from a temporary perspective. So we call ourselves temporary infrastructure hire.
Well, let's get to the crux of it then. When you bought the business, you've known Daniel Rands, you said, for several decades now.
Yeah.
Was he and his team in at the ground level when you were looking at buying this business?
Yeah, very much so. So Danny's been with me as an advisor for 2 or 3 decades. This is not the first business that Danny's helped me buy. We've got another series of businesses, but in Salters, Danny was instrumental right from the get-go, conversations with the vendor, and analysing the profit and loss and balance sheets, looking at stock. And then, of course, when we went to make an offer, understanding all of that machination work, Danny was involved with. So he's instrumental. I speak to Danny very often about many things in the businesses, and he's also, extremely smart in other things, not just the accounting side. I see him as part of my enterprises. He's an extension of my business. He just happens to have other clients, and that's okay.
So what kind of work, how is his ongoing connection with you and this business work now?
Well, it's now on a project basis. So I would ring him if I wanted to make an acquisition in the business. I needed to restructure, other businesses. He's involved with everything from BAS returns to finance applications to buying new equipment, depreciation schedules and all those things. So
how happy have you been with the ongoing work and support that Daniel Rands and his team have provided for you?
Yeah, well, I've been so happy that I've referred many, many clients to Danny. So that probably is a testament to my service and his service to me. We couldn't do what we do in my business world without Danny's advice. And it's as simple as, Danny, this is the problem. I need you to find a solution. And this is the outcome I want. How do we get there? Everything's in line with the law, obviously, but he's a very practical advisor, and he provides me with a level of comfort that whatever we do is auditable and it has a paper trail to make sure we're not doing the wrong thing, and that's vital in business. For me personally, he's brilliant because I have a harebrained idea and call him, and he either supports it or cuts it off. So, and that's great. So, as I said before, he's part of my setup. Not just in Salters, but all the other things we do. He's vital in my business.